Hello guys, I'm Anil. I hope you all are doing well, and today's video is gonna be about a man killed accidentally to save his friend and reincarnated as a main character part 8, so let's get right into the video. If you are watching this video directly, please check in description for part 1 to part 7. Spoiler ahead, please watch and take care. Despite the minor setback of Ifrit's assault, the Goblin village keeps to construct and rebuild on timetable, at the same time as Rigurd and his Goblin lords have worked out the finer information of governing even without Raimuru giving everybody orders. This works out for Raimuru as he's been experimenting with his new abilities he were given from ingesting Ifrit and Shizu. For starters, Raimuru has repaired Shizu's anti-magic mask that were given damaged for the duration of the incident with Ifrit. Raimuru additionally confirms his human form works precisely like a regular human frame. His senses are barely dulled whilst in comparison to the usage of magic sense though. As a makeshift reflect, Raimuru spawns a clone and confirms his look in human form. Raimuru confirms that he looks as if an androgynous Shizu would not have any gender. His default length is due to the restrained mass of his physical body. Furthermore, the black mist he sometimes produces is his magical electricity, making up for the distinction in mass, and as needed he can modify his shape to grow in age or switch among genders. Raimuru additionally confirms that his feel of taste has again, and for this reason orders Rigurd to put together a feast. On his manner out of the village, Raimuru additionally confirms that a huge wide variety of magical beasts are shifting through the forest, likely due to a trait inside the surroundings, so they will have lots of meat for the future. Raimuru takes the freedom of training the more dangerous of his talents interior of the sealed cave where he figures he won't hurt all people. Shizu's precise skill to generate permits her to fuse together in separate abilities to supply new capabilities as needed. One of Shizu's more potent creations is Black Flame, a ability that produces an exceedingly adverse mass of black plasma. For that reason is but another ability that Raimuru needs to be cautious with. Raimuru additionally confirms the feature of the anti-magic mask to suppress magical energy. For this reason, even as carrying it, he seems to be a completely ordinary human. However, earlier than he can test further, Raimuru gets an emergency request for aid from Ranga through Notion communication. Ranga's hunting birthday party has come beneath assault through a set of 6 ogres. Most of the contributors of the party has been positioned to sleep via the ogre's princess, and those who are nonetheless able to combat, Ranga, Rigurd, and Gobta, have only received minor injuries. Though Raimuru initially wants to settle the problem peacefully with the ogres, their leader could have none of it. By method of removal, they have got determined that Raimuru is the only one that will be liable for the orc navy that attacked their village. Their motive is based attributable to the fact that he's answerable for a set of monsters kind of as robust because the orcs. Raimuru commands Ranga to seize the ogre princess, whilst he focuses on coping with the others. Raimuru incapacitates the hammer-wielding ogre, the use of paralysis breath, the female warrior ogre, by way of tying her up with sticky steel thread. He then deflects the opposite sword-wielding ogre with body armor and knocks him out with it, even as Ranga succeeds in capturing the priestess. The eldest a few of the ogres identifies each of the monsters the skills got here from, and in the technique confirming him as the most dangerous many of the ogres. Raimuru tries any other triad piece / tries to infer who they've mistaken him for, though the revelation of his abilities most effective serves to lead them to extra suspicious. Unfortunately, the ogre elder takes the opportunity to sneak up on and try to kill Raimuru, even though he most effective succeeds in slicing off considered one of his fingers. Instead, Raimuru demonstrates his excessive pace regeneration and immunity closer to fire primarily based attacks. Deciding to take things critically, Raimuru removes his mask and produces a massive mass of black flame and black lightning. The ogre princess, but, gets among them and well known shows the misunderstanding, as she has decided that Raimuru isn't always the chief of the orc navy that attacked them. Had that person used this an awful lot power, they might have no need to use orcs. She's also decided that the masks he's carrying is tons distinct than the Majin who turned into leading the orc navy, while Raimuru's mask seals his aura, the Majin turned into carrying did not. Now that the ogres have calmed down, Raimuru reabsorbs his attack and exhibits his genuine slime nature earlier than main each agencies back to the village to decide who's chargeable for the military of violent thugs that attack the ogres' village, confirming that not one of the ogres have names in the technique. Thanks for watching guys, this is for today. If you like my video don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment below. We will meet again with another interesting video.